Okay, welcome to yoga, mindfulness vinyasa flow. We'll start in a cross-legged position with your eyes closed and your hands on your knees. My name is Natalie Sager, the modern hippie mama, and it's a pleasure to be with you guys today, practicing yoga, practicing oneness, practicing breathing. So with the eyes closed, the hands gently resting on your knees, we begin to connect to our breath. In a much deeper, more conscious way than we ordinarily breathe. We take the first few minutes of class to just focus on becoming one with our breath. We'll take 3 breaths together. A collective breath for mind, for body, and for spirit. Together we breathe in through the nose. Exhaling out your mouth. Again, breathe in. Exhaling out. Last time like that, breathing in. Sighing out the mouth. Closing the mouth now, breathing in and out of your nose. This breath in and out of the nose is called Ujjayi breath. It's a victorious uprising of the Kundalini energy at the base of your spine. So if you think about a straw, the size of a straw, compared to a paper towel roll, both long tubes with space in between. The straw much more narrow and thinner. The paper towel roll is significantly larger. You could breathe in through a straw, or you could breathe in through the paper towel roll. One will give you a short and shallow breath, whereas the other will allow you freedom and liberation as you breathe. So you imagine that your spine, the Sushumna Nadi energy, you imagine that as a paper towel roll. Long, thin, open, wide, providing your entire body with freedom of breath, with oxygen and hydration for every cell in the body. So as you sit here, just breathing, how does your breath feel? Gently bow the head, chin to chest. Feel the head very heavy, but the shoulder blades, they still glide down the back so that your sternum is still lifted. Only the head bows forward. roll the head so that the right ear is over the right shoulder. You can imagine someone standing behind you, placing their hands upon your shoulders and just gently pressing them down, reminding you to relax. Roll your head back down through center, left ear over the left shoulder. Relax. Roll the head back down through center, right ear over the right shoulder. Add a gentle nod, lifting and lowering the head. Roll the head back down through center, left ear over the left shoulder. Adding a gentle nod, lifting and lowering the head. Just feeling your body, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. How does it feel this morning? Roll the head back down through center, keeping the head heavy. Inhale, lift your shoulders up by your ears, lift the chin parallel to the mat, and then exhale, rolling the shoulders down and back. Inhale, shoulders lift up. Exhale, shoulders roll down and back. One more time, big inhale, lift. Exhale, rolling down and back. Keeping the shoulders down, the chest very proud and lifted. Inhale, lift the heart up towards the sky. Keep sipping in breath, not through the straw, but instead through the paper towel roll. Getting more breath into your physical body. Exhale, round your back, look towards your navel, bowing your head. Feel the difference between extreme extension and extreme flexion. Inhale, lift the heart up, hug your blades, open your heart up to a space of unconditional love and unconditional faith. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, open up the heart, hug the blades, lift the chin to open up the throat chakra so you speak through words of love and affirmation. Exhale, round your back, looking towards your belly button, towards that place of solar plexus, the energetic body, which is about personal power and ego. Inhale back into neutral, just sit tall without being in a rush for the next pose. Take the right hand down, lift the left arm up, reaching it over to the side. Big breath in. As you exhale, reach the top arm a little bit longer, imagining that your arm is an extension of your waist. Big inhale to lift you up, takes you over to the other side. As you exhale, reach and lengthen. Take another breath into the side body, filling yourself up. Exhale out, reaching a little longer. Inhale, lifting you up. Exhale over. This time, if it's available, we lower the elbow and the forearm down. Reaching the top arm, point your finger to thumb, we create a mudra, a seal of energy. On your next exhale, round your back, rotate, and allow the head to fall. Use this exhalation to squeeze out every last particle of breath. Inhale, open up the arm, open up the heart, spread your fingers. arm comes over the side. Continue the inhale, lift yourself up. Over, bottom elbow bends, reaching top arm, pointer to thumb. Inhale into the waist. Exhale, round your back, let your head fall. Twisting into the internal organs, like you're giving them a hug. Open up the arm, open up the heart, spread the fingers. Inhale lifts you all the way up to the top. Link the thumbs, spread the 8 remaining fingers. With these 8 remaining fingers pointing upward, we are reminded that the number 8 represents infinity. When it's flipped on its side, it is in fact the infinity sign. Infinity means that it goes on and on and on and on. It's never ending, limitless. There are infinite possibilities around us every day. Infinite possibilities. It also means that we have unlimited potential within us to attract whatever it is that we desire most. To attract whatever it is that we want, we need to raise our vibration. We raise our vibration by feeling better. Sometimes that means that we stop attaching to the thoughts that are in our head. We get to choose what it is that we want to think about, what we want to focus on. So choose to think about something that makes you smile. Choose to think about something that brings you peace. Choose to step out of fear and into faith. Breathe in. Exhale, roll over the knees, coming into child's pose. Big toes touch, knees open as wide as your mat, if that's available, or as wide as you're able to get them. And then reach your sits bones back towards your heels, reach the arms forward. The forehead can rest on the ground. Now in this position, that's called balasana. It is known as a resting pose. Now bala in Sanskrit means strength. So we recognize that there is strength in rest. So this time of chaos where there is a lot of pandemonium around us, there's a lot of fear around us, we can choose to attach to that parasitic type of behavior, or we can choose to use this as an opportunity to rest, to rejuvenate, and to reconnect with ourselves, with our family, with our friends, through the eyes of love. Walk the arms over towards the right. Left ear coming down onto the mat. Just breathe. Walk the arms over towards the left, getting into the right side of your body. The right ear, the right cheek can come down.
We're so accustomed to running from one errand to the next, or one job, or one chore, or one task. In yoga, we practice something called santosha, contentment, satisfaction with where you are now. Walk the arms back through center. Take another inhale, another exhale. When you're ready, you'll come up into tabletop. When the hands are right below the shoulders, the knees right below the hips, and then we tuck the toes so that the cracks of the toes are on the mat. Take your thumbs, face them towards your knees, so you're resting on the pads of the fingers, not the tips, but the whole finger pad. Middle finger facing the top of the mat, spreading the fingers. Inhale, looking up into cow, opening up the heart, lifting the tailbone and sit bones up. Exhale, round your back, look towards your navel, and push the ground away as if you were pushing fear away. Inhale, looking up towards the sky, towards that place of unlimited potential and infinite possibility. Exhale, round your back. Look towards your navel, let the head just fall. Last one, inhale, looking up, gazing up. Arch the back. Exhale, rounded spine. Navel comes all the way in towards the spine like you're hollowing out your belly. Inhale back into neutral pelvis. Elliptical circles to the right, we create dancing lion. There's really no correct or incorrect way of expressing this particular pose. You just move in a way that makes you feel delicious. And as you're creating these elliptical circles, know that we're getting into the 13 synovial joints in the body. We're creating fluid, lubrication for the joints to function with ease and with grace, with mobility and flexibility. Reverse the direction. Now as you move, are you aware of your breath pattern? Are you able to take an inhale for an entire circle and an exhale for another? If your lung capacity is not quite there yet, then take an inhale forward and an exhale on the way back. Coming back into neutral pelvis, draw the feet together, opening the knees. Coming into Diamond's Hero. The toes are tucked, the knees are down, the hands are on the thighs. Lifting the chest. Just breathe. If this becomes too intense, you can always take the hands down to shift the weight out of the feet. But this particular pose teaches us many things. Not just the physical aspect of getting into the plantar fascia, which is the largest bundle of fascia at the bottom of the feet. Each pose has a purpose, not just for the physical body, but for the mind and the spirit as well. So the longer that we hold this pose, the more intense it will become. The longer that you practice this pose, the more consistent you are with your yoga practice in general. The more open the body will become. The more open the mind will become. It takes practice like anything else. Clasp the fingers underneath the chin. The elbows are wide to the side. Take a big breath in. Vastrika, pranayama, elbows come together. Exhale, look up. Inhale, lift the pelvis, look down. Exhale, elbows come together, look up. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, God bless you. Reach the hands forward. Bring the pinky fingers and the ring fingers to touch, like you're creating a bowl. It's an offering. Pushpaputa Mudra, that's the name of this mudra. It is under the element of earth, which means that it's for grounding and stability. And the affirmation here is, I open to greater generosity and abundance. We'll say it together. I open to greater generosity and abundance. Take a breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Place the fingers down, lift the knees up, the heels come together. Pashupati. Try to balance on your pubic bone, the pubic bone resting on the heels. The fingertips are down until you can find a drishti point, a focal point, something that's not moving, and then stare at it. Once you find that drishti point, you'll take the fingers, pointer to thumb, and press them into the knees, opening up the heart. And as soon as you enter into a challenging balance pose like this, we reconnect to our breath. So breathe in. Exhale, reach the arms all the way up. Hands come into prayer, Anjali Mudra at heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands come down, open up the feet. Let the heels come down. Now, if they don't come down, that's no big deal. You'll just shift weight over, lifting the heels and pressing into the hands. But if your heels do come down, try to get the elbow, the forearms down, and the hand palms up. From here, bow your head, looking towards your navel. An act of surrender, a place of devotion. Again, the eye gaze is towards the navel, that navi drishti. And as you breathe into your belly, know that the solar plexus has the color yellow attached to it. Like the bright sunshiny yellow of our masculine star, the sun. So you breathe into this beautiful sunshiny yellow in your solar plexus. You breathe into this place where we digest and process our life. Where we digest and process what's going on around us. Deciding whether we choose to follow the herd and be fearful of every person in every place, or where we decide to empower ourselves and to begin boosting not only our immune systems, but boosting our mental health. Bring the hands into prayer, elbows into the inner thighs, the heart lifts up.
Perhaps you have a personal intention or a prayer or even an affirmation or mantra that you like to work with. If you do, go ahead and repeat that to yourself in your head now. If not, you can look at your card that you were given in the beginning. Or something very simple. I am safe. Reach the right arm down, letting the hand hover. Lift the left arm up, looking over the shoulder. Start to pulse the arm back, allowing yourself to get deeper into rotation, opening up the waist and the ribs. Either staying here or going for a bind. Just breathe. Hands come back into heart center, returning back to that same affirmation, mantra, or prayer. Or just repeating to yourself again, I am safe. Reach the left arm down, opening up the right. Begin pulsing that arm back. How's your breath? Either staying or going for a bind, the bottom hand would reach for the top wrist, pointer finger to thumb. Just breathe. Feel your breath as it travels throughout your entire body. Bring the hands back into prayer one more time, returning to your affirmation mantra. Or I am safe. Take the hands down to the ground. Feel supported by this ground as you lift the tailbone up, letting the head fall, coming into a forward fold. It feels so good to straighten the legs after having them bent for so long. But we still keep a soft bend in the knees so that we can get into the lower back and into the hamstrings without tearing, without harming, without injuring. We learn how to listen to the cues and the signals of our body. Heel toe the feet so that you're 2 fist distances apart. You measure those 2 fists in between the bunions, softening the knees. This is your natural hip width apart. Grab opposite elbows, let the head hang. You imagine that your head is like a bowling ball hanging from a string. Begin to sway from side to side. Gently blowing in the wind. Free from attachment. Free from doubt and free from fear. Pause through center, take the hands to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and pause. So the heart is lifted, you're pressing the hands into the shins to press the legs back. Exhale, fold, pull yourself together. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms forward, coming into half chair. Ideally, we get the knees in line with your hips. Ideally, the weight is into the heels of the feet more than the balls or the toes. Ideally, the tailbone is slightly tucked under so you can activate the lower abs. All of these ideals, just goals
things that we're working towards, and if we're not quite there yet, we don't give ourselves a hard time about it. Because one of the things that yoga teaches us is compassion. But that compassion has to begin with you, self-compassion. Press into the heels of the feet a little bit more, tucking the tailbone under a little bit more, feeling burning or sensations in the legs. Your legs are just reminding you that you're getting stronger. Lift the arms, lift the heart, coming into Uttanasana, still low. Just breathe. Exhale, press into the heels, come all the way up, open up the heart, lean back. Link thumbs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, the hands come down to the ground, walk the feet back into plank. Now, plank position, we try to equally distribute the weight between the hands and the feet. Feeling as though you're pulling your toes forward so that you can activate the abdominals. Looking towards the front of your mat, you just breathe. Bending the elbows, chaturanga, we hold, making sure that the shoulders are above your elbows. Exhale, push back up. Chaturanga, hold. Push back up. So we did for the mind, we did for the body. This last one is for spirit. Chaturanga, hold. Push up. Just breathe. We learn how to breathe through a challenge on the mat so that we can apply that in our everyday life. Learning how to breathe through challenging experiences. Lower all the way down to your belly, slow motion. Pedicure comes down to the ground. Lift the hands, lift the heart, lift the ribs, begin upper body extension. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, hands hover, heart lifts. Relax your glutes. Exhale, melt. Press the hands down into the ground, open up your heart. Lifting up. Now if the shoulders are up by your ears, you're going to soften the elbows a bit to relax the shoulders. Exhale, lower all the way down. Tuck your toes, lift your kneecaps and your thighs so you're preparing yourself, you're setting yourself up for success. Hands below the shoulders, pull your navel into your spine and then push up. Tailbone lifts, coming into your first down dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Let the head fall with the eye gaze again towards that solar plexus, towards that bright sunshiny yellow. You can begin paddling out your knees, just bending into the right and into the left. Your own tempo. No need to rush. just learn how to enjoy. Learn how to find that place of santosha, satisfaction, contentment. Exhale, reach both heels down to the ground. Inhale, high lifted heels. Exhale, bend your knees and walk your feet towards your hands. Separate the feet so they're 2 fist distances apart. Make peace fingers between the big toes, Padangusthasana. You reach the thumbs together. The elbows bend wide to the side and then pull yourself. Like you're in a panini press or a George Foreman grill. You make yourself very tight, tiny. And then inhale, look up, keep the hands where they are. Exhale, elbows bend, pull yourself together. Disconnect the hands, bend the knees, take the hands to the hips, and with a flat back, come all the way up to standing. Slow motion, no rush. Just feel your body and your breath. When you arrive at the top, reach the arms down, lift the heart all the way up. Standing tall like a mountain. Just breathe. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Hold on to the left wrist with the right hand. Point your finger to thumb, tuck the pelvis under. Breathe in. Exhale, up and over. Sending the hips over towards the left, the arms towards the right. Feel your breath. Inhale lifts you up. Disconnect the hands, open your heart. Exhale back. Back in the center, switch the grip of the hands. Inhale. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, back in the center, disconnect the hands, open the heart. Link thumbs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or to the mat. Exhale, fold, hands come down to the ground. Step, jump, or float, coming into that plank position. Now, plank will positively affect the chest and the shoulders by strengthening them. But it's not primarily for those 2 areas of the body. Instead, it's about strengthening that core, strengthening the solar plexus. So in order to do that, you have to feel the toes pulling forward, as if I were to place a paper towel underneath your toes. And I said, stay exactly where you are, but try to slide the paper towel just a little bit closer to the heels of your hands. This activates the abs. It changes your plank forever. The first time that we did our chaturanga holds today, it was 3 for mind, body, and spirit. This time we'll do 5 for change, for freedom, and for adventure. Chaturanga hold. Push up. 4 more. On your last one, hold plank and then shift into down dog. Look towards the navel, just breathe. Shift back into plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high lifted heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step, jump, or float. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Sweep the mat, Uttanasana, chair pose. Catch a prayer at the top, and then bring that prayer into your heart center. I am safe. Come down a little bit lower, feeling the activation of inner thigh muscles, of lower abdominals. Feeling that freedom of your breath. We'll practice what's called Kapalabhati breathing. We create a fire in the solar plexus, in that belly. We have to pump it with our belly button. It pulls in quickly. We breathe in. Begin. Inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold, sweep the mat, Uttanasana, round 2. Catch your prayer, bring it to your heart. This time the left hand goes to the outside of the leg, right elbow comes across the body for prayer twist. Looking up towards the sky. Towards those infinite possibilities that are available to us at any time. Either staying here or spreading your wings, opening up the arms. Either staying here or looking down. Start to lift up the right foot. How's your breath? Lower the foot down if it was lifted. Bring the hands back into prayer if they were extended. Take the fingers down towards the ground, tapping, still in that prayer hand. Lift the arms back up, still bending the knees. Activation, engagement. Bring the hands back into the heart. Kapalabhati, round 2. Inhale. Exhale, begin. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Sweep the mat, Uttanasana, round 3, last round. Hands to heart. Right hand to the outside, left elbow comes across, prayer twist. Looking up. Breathing. Option 1, stay. Option 2, spread your wings. Option 3, look down. Lifting up your left foot. 3. Lower the foot down, hands come back into prayer, look down, tap down, lift up, press into the heels, come all the way up, exhale, open heart. Link thumbs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. The hands come down, step jumper, float, find your plank. Just breathe. So where does your mind go when it's completely quiet? Are you able to train your mind so that its default is focusing on breath instead of the default, which for many of us is a place of anxiety, sadness, depression, or fear? You can train your mind just like you can train your body. Chaturanga, hold. Push up. Vinyasa, flow. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog when you're ready. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee and go for circles. In, out, and around. We start to open up that right hip. Reverse the direction when you're ready. Learning how to listen to your body more and to think less. Inhale, reach the right leg all the way up to the sky, pointing toes. Exhale, round your back, bring the right knee to the forehead, press the left heel into the ground. Look up in between the hands, place the foot in between your hands. Lower the left knee down to the ground. And then you have options. You can stay here, pressing the pelvis forward, making sure the knee is over the heel. Or you can walk the hands back in, lifting up your heart. If you're in this option, you can also lift the arms up to the sky, inhaling. Exhale, bend your elbows, open up your heart. Take the hands down to frame your foot. Lift the left knee. Keep the left hand where it is, and now lift the right arm all the way up. Open and close the hands, so a fist and then spreading, a fist, spread. Keep the hand in a fist and then circle the wrist. Reverse the direction. Take the right hand to the inside of your right foot. Lift the left arm all the way up. Thumb to middle finger, Dhammaru. Take the left hand back down. Right hand frames the foot. Now lift the right foot up to let it hover. We move with grace and control of our body. We do this here in this type of tempo flow, so that if we were to pick up the pace, we would honor our body instead of rushing from pose to pose. Take this right knee, place it onto the right tricep. Look towards the right. Bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Push back up. Right knee to left tricep, look over the left shoulder. Either stay or Chaturanga. Push up. Right knee to the forehead, round your back. Lift the head. Looking in between the hands, float the right foot back. Control. Flow through Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. Same thing going for circles on this side. You can make your circles as big or small as your body wants. Reverse the direction. And just breathe. Inhale, lift the left leg up, point the toes. Make it feel really good. Round your back, forehead to knee, right heel reaches towards the ground. Look up in between the hands, place the left foot. Lower the right knee down. Pressing the pelvis forward, we can get into that right hip flexor. Walk the fingers back if it's available. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, elbows bend, heart opens. Take the hands down, frame your foot. Lift the right knee up. The right hand stays down, the left arm lifts, opening and rotating. Open and close the hand, fist, hand, fist, hand. Maintain a fist, circle the wrist. Reverse the direction. Take the left hand down to the ground. Lift the left foot, graceful and strength. Activating your abs, you pull your navel to your spine. Place the left knee, left tricep. Look to the left, chaturanga hold. Push up. Left knee, right tricep. Look over the right shoulder, either stay or play. Left knee to the forehead, round your back. Look between the hands, float the leg back, flow. Down dog when you're ready. Just breathe. Exhale, heels reach down. Inhale, high lifted. Exhale, bend your knees, step, jump, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms lift all the way up. Bring hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale out your mouth. Try it again, breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale, reverse swan dive, the arms lift up. Connect the fingers at the top, Kali Mudra, everything but pointer and thumb. Tuck the pelvis under. Now breathe into the bottoms of the feet. Remember that Sushumna Nadi, that spinal cord, either the straw or the paper towel roll. Breathe into the space that you provide. And then exhale over to the left, sending the hips to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale over to the left. or the other side, whatever you did. Inhale back into center. Exhale, open heart, lean back. Link the thumbs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, hands come down, step, jump, or float. Find your plank. Chaturanga, hold. Don't even think about it. Push up. And again, chaturanga, hold, push up. Chaturanga, hold, push up. Chaturanga, hold, push up. 2 more. Last one. Flow. Down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, foot between the hands, warrior 1. Back foot to 45. Find your stability in your feet first. Then we lift the arms. We try to get the left hip reaching forward, the right sits bone reaching back. And if it's available to you, close your eyes. If you've never practiced with your eyes closed, it will be a completely different experience for you. With the eyes closed, we're not distracted by sight, by what's around us. So the practice becomes one of introspection. Bring the arms down, clasp the fingers, open the heart, and then slide the hands down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Arms lift, head bowed. You bow down to yourself in humility, in respect, and with love. You bow down to what it is that you believe in, not what everybody else believes in, but what speaks to your heart. Slide the hands down towards your bum and then disconnect the hands. Place them about a foot in front of your right foot. Pivot the left foot and then kick the left leg up, standing split. You can keep the hands down, lifting that left leg a little higher. Or you can take the right hand to the ankle, pull yourself a little closer. Or you can take both hands into heart center, challenging your balance. Just breathe. Take both hands down. Now squaring off this left hip, we start to lower the left hip, squaring. Draw this left knee into your forehead, round your back. Keep the right hand down, take your left peace fingers to your left big toe. Take that left leg out to the side, open up your hip. Breathe. Bring the left leg back in and then lunge the left leg back. Right foot meets the left. Flow. Breathe. Down dog when you're ready. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, foot between the hands. Find that warrior 1, that stability with the feet. And then lift the arms up. Close the eyes. Now each of the warrior positions are positions of strength. Now because yoga honors the mind, the body, and the spirit as one united collective, as opposed to irrespective parts, when we do our warrior poses, we are declaring to the universe that we are strong, mind, body, and spirit. Take the hands back behind you, clasp your fingers, open up the shoulders, slide the hands down, inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Forehead to shin, arms lift. How's your breath? Start to lower the hands down towards the bum. Disconnecting, place them a foot in front of the left. Pivot the right foot, and then kick that right leg up, standing split. Finding your variation here. Left hand can come to the ankle. Both hands can come to prayer. You can keep the hands down. Whichever expression you choose, just make sure you're breathing. Take the hands down, lunge that right leg back. I lied, lift it back up. Square up your hip, bring the right knee to the forehead, round your back. Keep the left hand down, peace fingers to the right big toe, take it out to the side. Breathe. Bring that right foot back in, now lunge it back. Left foot meets the right. 3 chaturanga holds and then flow. Your own time is perfect. Just breathe. Flow when you're ready. Meeting in down dog. Take the right hand to the left ankle, look underneath the left underarm. Take the right hand down, left hand to the right ankle, look under the arm. Bring the left hand back into plank, shifting forward. Lower the right knee, pivot the left foot. The right hand, the right knee, and the right foot are all in line, and then we lift the left arm up. How is your breath? Is it deep? Is it full? Is it complete? Or is it short and shallow, as if you were sipping in breath through a straw? Option 1 is to stay exactly as you are. Option 2, float that left leg up. Option 3, bend the left knee, reach the hands for the ankle. Press the foot into the hand, open up. Reach the arm and the leg up. Lower the foot, lower the hand. Come back into plank. 1 chaturanga hold, make it feel so strong, so graceful. Pushing up. Lower the left knee down, spiral the right foot, left hand, left knee, left foot in line, right arm lifts. Option 1 is staying exactly as you are. Option 2, lifting the right leg up. Option 3, bending the knee, reaching the hand for the ankle. Pressing the foot into the hand, open up the heart. Extend arm and leg up. Lower the foot, lower the hand, come back into plank. Keeping the arms extended, bend the knees so that they're hovering off the mat. Pull the navel all the way into your spine. And then send the legs back into extension. Lower the right forearm down, the left forearm down. Feel those toes again pulling forward. We add some movement. We lift the torso up and around. Making a circle up and around. And every time you lift up, you pull the abs in. How's your breath? Reverse the direction. Just breathe. Coming back into neutral. Take the left hand down, the right hand down. Lower both knees. The big toes come together. Open up your knees. Come to standing on your knees. You can take 2 fists and find the back of your pelvis. There's 2 little dimples there. That's the back of your sacrum. You just press into there and open up the heart. That's option 1. Option 2 is to send both hands back to the heels and open up the heart. So whichever version you do, you just make sure that you're honoring and respecting your body today. Not what your body is capable of doing 20 years ago, but what it's able to do today. If the hands are reaching for the heels, you're going to look forward. If the fists are on the lower back, you're going to come all the way up. Everyone's going to come all the way up, now reaching the hands up into the sky, bringing them into prayer. Come to seated, bring the knees together. Look over the right shoulder, take the left hand to the right knee, right hand to the left foot. Double helix, look forward. Whichever side you're doing is totally cool, you'll just do the other side. Do the other side. Looking back, taking a nice breath in. Double helix, look forward. Take your hands down. So you can either do it with your hands down or your fists. I prefer to do it with fists. So I take the fists down and then lift the knees up, Mahabandha. You let the forehead come down to your knees. You round your back, you stretch the tops of your feet into the ankles. And then lower the knees back down, hands come down, just so the tucking of toes can happen. Open up the knees, coming back into your Diamond's Hero. Taking a breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Try that again, breathing in through the nose. Exhale out. Take the fingertips down to lift your knees up. So the inner thighs are together, you're balancing on your toes. You're going to bring your hands to heart center. Now keep the ankles together, the inner thighs together. Engage your abs, and then 3, 2, 1, we start to stand up. Saying hi, lifting the heels. Lower the heels all the way down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, the arms lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Wrap the arms back behind your legs like you're giving yourself a hug. Take the hands down to the ground and walk your hands out into plank. Look between the hands, send the right foot in between for long lunge, high crescent lunge. Lift the arms all the way up. Clasp the fingers at the top, everything but pointer and thumb, and then open up your heart, lift the chest up. Exhale, forward, flat back, hinge. Option 1 is to stay here, strengthening the right quadricep. Option 2, you lift that left leg up, coming into warrior 3. Just breathe. Lunge that left leg back. Hands come down to frame the right foot. Float the right foot back. Switch it out. Left leg comes forward. Find your stability first and then lift the arms up. Clasping fingers, open heart. Inhale. Lean back. Exhale, forward, hinging. Deciding if you want to stay to strengthen or lift to challenge balance. Lunge back. Hands frame the foot. Left foot meets the right. Last set of chaturanga holds for that change, freedom, adventure. 5. Here we go. 5. Push up. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Flow. Inhale up. Exhale, child pose. Forehead down. Just breathe. Walk the arms over towards the left. Feeling the difference between the first time that we did this pose this morning to now. Walk the arms over to the other side. Left ear comes down. Just breathe. Walk the arms back to center. Coming into tabletop, you cross your ankles so that you can come to Sukhasana, that seated position that we started in. Take the left ankle so that the heel is in line with the right. This is a good time for water. You haven't had any yet.
And a shower.
Yes, water and a shower. When you're ready, walk the hands out. Press the ground, lift your heart. Feel your sits bones rooting down. Feel your hips beginning to open. And then decide, do I want to stay here? Do I want to lower my elbows? Do I want to stack fists and rest the forehead? Or do I want to reach the arms all the way and come down? Start to walk the hands back in underneath the shoulders, coming all the way up. Take your left peace fingers, place it to the big toe. Extend the leg out in front of you. When the leg is out in front of you, it's more important that the heart is lifted and the back is tall. So if that means you have to bend the knee, then bend your knee. Take the leg out to the side. Reach the right arm out, pointer finger to thumb, look past the right shoulder. Can you breathe a little bit deeper? A little bit more intentionally with your breath. It means that your breath has a purpose, not just for your survival, but for you to thrive in this gift that we have today. Bring the leg back in front. Take the left hand to the outside of the foot and gently pull on that pinky side of the foot, and then lift up tall. Look behind you. When we look behind us, it's an opportunity for us to just review the past choices that we've made with results that were either pleasing or displeasing. Either way, there were lessons, there were blessings, and there were opportunities. Did you view them as that, or did you view them as though you were a victim? Reach the arm all the way up. Cross underneath, taking to the arch of the foot, bend the elbows, and then bow your head. Bow down to yourself, making a commitment and a dedication to yourself to change your perspective, to view things through the eyes of love, through the eyes of faith. So the next time that you're presented with a challenge or a condition or an experience or an event that brings up similar feelings from your past, you make a commitment to yourself right here that you're going to view it from an eagle perspective, flying higher than any other bird. Inhale, look up. You're going to view it as an opportunity, or as a blessing, or as a lesson. Bend the knees, switch it out. Hands come down, walk them out, heart lifts up. Making your decision here, where do I want to go? Stay here, lower down, stack, or reach. So everything that shows up in your life, you ask yourself, why is this happening to me? But that question doesn't serve you. It puts you in that victim state of mind. So instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? You ask yourself, why is this happening for me? What am I meant to learn from this experience? Walk the hands back in, press down, stack the spine, lift up. Peace fingers to the other foot, extend the leg out, make sure you're doing the different leg than you did on the first one. Lift the heart, lift the chest, breathe. Take this leg out to the side. Take the left arm out to the side, look over. So it's interesting because we learn this santosha, this learning how to be content and satisfied. Yet, the whole purpose of our existence is to expand and to grow and to evolve. So there will always be an element of wanting more, and there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong in wanting more. Bring that leg out in front of you, crossing, left hand to the outside of the foot, gently pull that pinky side, lift up, and again, looking to the past. So knowing through the eyes of love that we will always want more, and there's so much beauty in finding contentment with where you are. Even if it's not exactly where you want to be, that's great. Because you're going to keep on expanding, and you're going to keep on growing, and you're going to keep on evolving. So do you want to have that evolution in connection with your spirit, in harmony with your spirit? Or do you want to continue along your journey with a backpack full of fear? Lift the arm up, thread it through. Drawing that leg back in front of you, bend the elbows, bow down to yourself. Know that no matter where you go, no matter who you surround yourself with, you do not have to take on anyone else's energy as your own. You empower yourself through that solar plexus.
You empower yourself and you say, you know what? That doesn't resonate with me. I don't want to believe that. I want to believe that the next 2 weeks or however long it ends up being is an opportunity for the entire world to embrace a vacation, to embrace their families, to embrace connection instead of separation, which is exactly what we are being told to do, is to separate. Inhale, look up.
But we don't have to separate. It's what yoga teaches us, union. So the more people that can raise their own vibration, the more people that can attract themselves to light instead of darkness, is the quicker that the entire world will ascend together as one united force. Bend the knee, both feet flat. Reach the fingertips back towards your tush. Open up your heart, open up your chest. Curl the tailbone under, lift the hips up, look forward. So I'm not suggesting that you walk around hugging and licking other people, but I am suggesting that you smile more, that you feel more happiness and joy. And anytime that thoughts of fear or anxiety or doubt enter into your vortex, you push it away. Don't give it any attention. Lower the booty down. Reach the arms out. Hand palms flip up. Hinge back. Curl your tailbone under and then lift the legs into table. Option 1 is to stay. Option 2, extend the legs. Open the arms, come down to canoe. Look at your belly button, pull it in. Lift up. Reach out. Lift. 3 more. 2. Last one. Drive the knees into the chest. Gentle rock side to side. Pause through center, open the arms out to a T. Send the knees over to the right, look over the left. You can take your right hand to the left knee, just now most of you already know this about me, but if you don't, I'll share it. I don't watch the news, I don't go on social media, I don't listen to the radio, I don't read the newspaper. Bring the head back into center. Bring the legs back into table, look over the other side. I don't do this because I like to embrace ignorance or to stay naive. I do this out of an act of self-protection. I do it because I already know that I am an empath. That means that I very easily absorb how other people are feeling and take those emotions on as myself. It's why I teach what I teach, because I go through it myself. Bring the head back in the center, roll onto the back. Bottoms of the feet kiss, knees open wide to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana. Laying down, butterfly. Take one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Now, even though I don't participate in any of that news, I don't allow it in my reality, I still manage to hear anything that I need to hear. And then I get to decide for myself, well, does that really make sense
in accordance with my values, my morals, and my belief system. I don't believe that people should go around with constantly using hand sanitizer and using alcohol and using things to kill. That's not the point. The point is not to kill. The point is to boost your immunity so that you are strong enough that no matter what gets into your body can fight it off with ease. So we learn how to boost our immunity. We learn how to boost how we think. We learn how to trust our own intuition instead of allowing other people to dictate for you or to decide that you should be scared or you should be living in fear or you should not leave your house. If that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. But if it doesn't resonate with you, then you get to choose otherwise. And when things become too much for you, you close your eyes. You remove the distraction of sight. And you focus only on your breath. Something that no one, no matter what happens, can take away from you. Because that's your connection with your spirit. Your spirit who only knows love. Start to extend the legs into Savasana with the hand palms facing up. A complete and utter surrender into your mat. start to bring some awareness back into your physical body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Circling ankles and wrists. Turning head from side to side. Reach the arms back behind you, arching your back, point your toes. Draw the knees into your chest, gently rocking from side to side. Falling over to the right side of your mat in your fetal position. Taking this moment to honor yourself for showing up today, for showing up to your mat, to do your work, not the work that you're financially compensated for, but the work for your soul, the real work. Come up to seated whenever you're ready, coming into Sukhasana. So part of being an empath is also recognizing that sometimes we have sensory overload. Too much going on around us makes us feel internally unstable. So there's a beautiful mudra called Ishvaru Mudra. This mudra falls under the element of water. Water which is flowing, which is fluid, which is infinite consciousness. So we do this mudra. Take your hands, bring them together. Your middle finger and your ring finger come down. So what's left? Your pinky, your pointer, and your thumbs. Let the thumbs rest on the pointers and just rest that in your lap. Relax your shoulders, lift your heart. The affirmation that goes along with this mudra. Inner sensing guides me to greater understanding. 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 One more. Inner sensing guides me to greater understanding. Take a breath in. Exhale out your mouth. So what does it mean, inner sensing guides me to greater understanding? It means when you close your eyes and you begin to sense the feeling of breath inside of you, when you close out what's going on around you and instead you go within, you begin to have a greater understanding because you're more connected to your truth, not everyone else's. Bring the hands in a heart center. Gently bow your head forward. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. I hope you found what you were looking for. Peace, love, and all that jazz. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Nice work.
Thank you, my sister.
Nice.